Everybody, Dean Young, Home Tech Inspection Services. I know you guys sometimes get tired of me talking about home tech, but I'm looking out for you guys, and I want to make sure that you're getting a good quality job. I like to explain stuff to people so they'll have better understanding. We all need knowledge to back up what we're talking, so we'll know what we're talking about. We don't look stupid with egg on our face. So I'm going to cross space it now. As you can see here, this is fungal growth. That is some crazy fungal growth. See that? Right here. See that fungal growth? Let me zoom in some more. Look at that. Fungal growth in a crawl space. Listen, all I'm doing here today is putting in a vapor barrier. But I want to let you guys know, I know a lot of people do not go in their crawl space. I mean, what reason would you have to? Unless you're proactive and you're doing your maintenance. Some people do it on a season basis, every season. Some people do it yearly. Some people do it bi-yearly. Whatever your preference is, I guess it depends on your house, and but this is one thing that as a home inspector, I'm going to find if there's an issue in your crawl space. This crawl space had no vapor barrier, and I'm installing one now. I've just about got it done. I've got to do in between the piers. See all this tattered insulation, man. I'm telling you, a vapor barrier will do your crawl space justice. Seriously, it will do a lot for you. This right here, when you see it on the home inspection report, when you see the tattered insulation, that's tattered insulation. What happens is the moisture from the ground rises, gets all up in your insulation here, and it weighs on it, starts pulling it apart, stringing it along. And then when that moisture attaches, like right here, it attaches, still got that moisture, and what it does is it grows. It feeds off of that wood and that moisture. That's all it needs. And then it grows and it grows and it grows and it turns ugly. I could show you some pictures of some severe fungal growth that is awful. Also, this is termite conducive. The conditions are conducive to termites. We get subterranean termites here in North Carolina, and that's why when I install my vapor barrier, I'll leave a space of a couple inches away from the perimeter. If somebody comes in, a lot of times a termite guy will come in and do a crawl inspection, and they have to pull the vapor barrier back, and so forth. So it's just good practice, especially on the exterior of your home. That's why you don't want siding. You want your siding off the ground 6 to 8 inches. There's reasons for these things. It's not being nitpicky. And I know a lot of people say, well, it's been that way for years. Codes are put in place for a reason, and it's because of safety. Once there's so many complaints about something or so many fires, and it's repetitive, and they find out that it was because of this or because of that, they change the codes and the regulations and so forth, all for safety. It makes a difference, because wood destroying insects will break the bank. There's nothing to play with. It's very serious, and you need to get a really good professional, good reputable termite inspection by a reputable company, not some home inspector that took an 8-hour class, like some out there. These guys go to an 8-hour class and they're in there for 8 hours and they learn about subterranean termites, and that's it. No further education. But when you're working in the field all day, every day, that is your job. That's what you do. That's your trade. So keep in mind when you're hiring a home inspector, know their qualifications, know their background. You want to see and hear that they're knowledgeable and they know what they're talking about, and they've got something to back it up. A lot of these guys just come into doing this and they have no knowledge. They were working in retail, or they were a police officer or something. They have no background in construction or the way things are built and so forth, and they have no idea. It's all a new learning experience to them, and it's awful. You know, some people use common sense. This is a common sense job, but I tell you what, you miss something, you're going to hear about it, and the state is going to hear about it, and your insurance company is going to hear about it, and it's a big to-do. So, again, fungal growth is a serious deal. Just don't spray Clorox. Everybody's Clorox revolution crazy about spray it. They think it's mold. Spray it with Clorox. It'll be good. It's ridiculous. You need to get a professional to do this work. You don't just hire anybody that, oh, I can spray some so-and-so on it myself and clean it up. No, do not do that. If it comes back to somebody, it's going to come back to you. You know, these companies are insured for a reason. They carry insurance for a reason. So please, people, especially sellers, understand that your house is not perfect. It will never be perfect. There's no house perfect, not even new construction. I see it all the time. We're only human. We all make mistakes. We overlook stuff, you know, and sometimes people just don't have the experience. Some people even lie about their experience to get a job. Some people have been doing things for years and years and just barely getting by. You hear it all the time. But anyway, I'm done with my little rant here and so forth, but I'm going to get this vapor barrier put in. And then they've got somebody coming in doing the mold remediation and all that. You know, it's easy for me to say, oh yeah, I can do it. I can spray some whatever on it and clean it up and whatever. No, there's no governing, nobody in the state that governs mold remediation. So a lot of these guys out here are charging lots of money and making it, and there's nothing nobody can do about it. But it's got to get done. So, you know, just make sure that your people are good quality and reputable and got good references, no matter what they're doing, no matter what kind of work you're getting done in your home. Make sure they have a track record. Everybody has bad days. I have them. I mean, trust me, I have them. And, you know, you just got to stop, pause, take a breath, and explain if something happened, you know. Like the other day, I was reinstalling some insulated glass panel windows that I ordered, and I was putting my second one in, about to finish up, and I guess I didn't get enough of the residual of the old glass out of there, and when I set the window in, it just snapped and it cracked that panel. It wasn't a bad crack, but immediately I called the homeowner and said, hey, I came up with an issue here. I cracked the panel. I'm placing the order right now, and once it gets to you, once it gets in, I'll let you know, and I'll get it put in, you know. No cost to the homeowner. Why would I do that? But we all have bad days. We all make mistakes, but we got to own up to them and quit blaming everybody else in the world. This person, that person. We're just becoming lazy as a society. But anyway, I'm going from fungal growth to being lazy. Thank you so much for watching. This is Dean Young, Home Tech Inspections. one more thing. I am doing some repairs over the winter months, just the cold months, just to keep things going. And I'm looking for a very good, productive home inspection year coming this spring, and hopefully the following, I guess the following fall and winter, that I'll be able to relax and just focus more on home inspections and pretty much call the repair thing quits. But I'll keep you guys updated. And thank you so much for watching Dean Young Home Tech Inspection Services.